Taurus, Aries, and Pisces, let's take a look at what's coming your way. Mercury in retrograde is here. Anywhere in your placement, if you've got heavy Taurus, Aries, or Pisces, we're going to look deep. But before we begin, let me share with you the introduction, which is what's going to happen. This is not a normal Mercury in retrograde. Now, don't get me wrong, the technical glitches, which I've already got starting, even while trying to record this on the 17th, I've got technical issues going on. You're going to see a lot of miscommunication, and you guys are going to actually see a lot of quarreling, arguing, a lot of heightened senses, but with that comes a lot of anger. You're going to see people snapping. This is going to last for most of the time through the 17th and the 11th of August, and it'll taper off right as we start coming out in that last period. But it's going to be pretty intense around you three zodiac signs. Everybody can experience it, but definitely you guys. Now, this particular one, even though it says go back and close old things and shut the door, you want to make sure that anything you started over the last year, even going back to 10 years, 20 years for some of you, if you opened a door that was not closed, you want to close that door. Meaning if there's an outstanding something that's still open, you want to close that door. You want to get it taken care of. This is unseen energy underneath that's going to pull you back from leaping through. When Mercury goes direct, there's a big leap coming in. These are the people who are going to jump up, and they're going to start, you probably already even feel it if you're in that mode right now, where you're feeling good things are starting to come in. Even if you aren't actually seeing it, it's like, I just know it's on the way. Now, with this, you're going to have to take a look at some of the people coming back from the past. Now, this could be an old job coming back around, something you didn't do, a tax return for some of you, a document. This may be a variety of different things. And yes, people are on the list as well. But with this energy, Taurus, some of you are really going to benefit well. I mean all three of you, but I say that because Taurus, you're a fixed sign. It's definitely going to affect you. And Aries as well. But this is powerful energy as Mercury retrograde is in Leo. All the way up as we move into Leo's open gate. So it's a big deal. Let's take a look at each zodiac sign to bring in your empowerment. That's what the whole retrograde, this one, is all about. So Taurus, oh my goodness, this is a crazy, crazy thing, because as fixed sign as you are, you like things done a certain way. And I will say there are, it's almost like a 50-50 deal. With some Taurus have been angry, some have been not angry. But if you've been feeling like things aren't going your way and starting to get frustrated, take a breath. Write it down, give it back to the universe, whatever negativity you are thinking. I'm going to pull a positive and a negative card for you, okay? How to overcome something negative. You have this beautiful card of the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups is saying, even if you aren't seeing the results, they're going to come in. This is a powerful energy for the fixed signs. It's a big deal for all our fixed signs. And you, my darling, have all of these different options. You've got something right here. This is your soul passion. This is what you're supposed to do. Each cup represents something different along the line for you. And it has to do with bringing abundance in. I have what I need when I need it. That is going to lead into prosperity later on. But right now, if you've been feeling like you aren't getting the abundance, you will. If you're already getting abundance, as it goes direct, you're going to feel the prosperity start to come in, because this is a big deal. Now, this is about actual empowerment. Which direction am I going to go? Who am I really? You may have already done the work, and that's what I mean. There's like different groups of people. If you've already done the work, you're going to see the details. And if you haven't done the work yet, you're going to see what you need to do in order to get those details to move forward. This is a very progressive energy, even though it's going to make you feel like you're going back, or a lot of you will feel like you're just stagnant. It's the power time to go through and say, you know what, I didn't close my business up, I need to do that. I didn't file this amendment, I need to do that. I needed to get a divorce and it wasn't done. Whatever it is, you're going to do this. And it isn't not just about emotions, this is about everything, and it affects all the elements around you: air, fire, earth, and water. So all zodiac signs underneath it, whoever you're dealing with. But there's this opportunity that's going to show to you in your dreams, Taurus. Like, this is what I'm seeing, is like this little thing floating, just like in the image, okay? Very, not quite like this, but this is what I'm seeing, but it's floating. It got bubbles around it. It's floating into you with bubbles, like it's moving through water, and it has little water bubbles around it, and it's, which is emotional, which is dream state, by the way. So it's coming to you through dream, daydream, sleep dream. Now, I woke up the other day and said, oh, it's in the potatoes. Now, that sounds really weird, but I had to figure out what it was, and I wrote a piece out on my Substack. You can read it for free. The link should be right here, or it's in the description box below. But it actually led me, this dream of potatoes led me to a discovery, and you can check that out for yourself. That's what I feel is coming in for your sign as we go forward. Now, this is a redo, and it's about creativity, expansion, exactly, talking about those 7 of Cups. If you're not happy in your job, are you actually creating something that offsets the difference? You know, let's say you're in tech. They're showing me tech. Okay, like you're in tech and you don't really like it. It's not soothing for the soul. It's not your sole purpose. But art is, painting is, designing is, whatever that is, that creative spark. That's what they're saying. You may have started something or saw it and you didn't finish it. It's time to finish it. Look, you got the same card again. Your challenge is also your strength. These options is your challenge. These options is your empowerment. The choice is yours, but it's open. It's all for you. There isn't a negative or a positive. It's absolute balance. Whatever you choose to do, as long as you want to do it, as long as you are doing what you want, it's going to move you into a better position. I love that you're the second zodiac sign that this actually happened for, where the challenge is the actual obstacle and prosperity, both. It's the positive and the negative. So it's, you know, if you were a battery, Taurus, if you were a battery, we'd have the red side and the black side, and we plug them in. With one of them not there, the car doesn't go anywhere. But when you plug them both in, now everything is free flowing, falling into place, and the car goes. That's what's coming in for you. I hope that makes sense. Leave me a comment if that makes sense for you. All right, let's move on to Aries. Aries, this entire year is about you. All right, I'm not being facetious. Obviously, it's all zodiac signs, but it really has a lot to do with Aries. We're in a 9 season. We've been feeling all of the planets shifting, things we've never experienced before. All of these things are going through, but there's a familiarity to what's going on. You're going to have heightened senses through this normal Mercury and retrograde style, but for you, it will be enhanced. It's going to be higher than normal. It's very important that you follow your intuition as you go forward. And I think a lot of you already do. Aries, this is going to be dynamic energy, because this is that big moment for you. If you were going to create a business, write it out and complete it. If you started something, maybe you started to get a certification and you didn't finish it, it's time to complete it. This is all about completion, closing the door so you can, in order to start a new life, in order to start the new you, whoever you are presenting yourself to be in the future, you have to let go of all of that. You can't bring any baggage. You can't bring any of it back. And the memories will be faded in the background, but they won't be holding you or anchoring you down. It's very, very important for you through Mercury in retrograde to focus on your key goal. Now, I feel for a lot of you, you've been doing that. I have Aries rising. That's who you see on camera is my Aries. But a lot of you have been doing that. You've been ignoring maybe the fun stuff, not soothing yourself enough, making sure that you're getting your work done. You're focused. You've been very focused and not having enough fun time. Make sure you're putting me time in these next 5 weeks. Work, me time. Create, me time. It's like that separate me time is what I'm hearing for you. Focus, because what's coming through with the amount of unhealed people, people who are still stuck in the low energy vibration, is going to be surrounding you, Aries, and you are definitely going to feel it. You're going to have to focus right through it. Now, I won't deny there is a reclaiming of a situation that took place in the past that was never closed. Closure does not mean you have to talk to them, but you do need to make sure that it's closed. So when they pop in your dream, for some of you, that's where you're going to see this particular person. When they pop into your mind, you're going to need to make sure that you close them off. This is proof. What I tell you, the cards follow me. This is the Nine of Swords, and this card describes exactly what I just said. So I see these things. I don't need the cards. I use them for you because you guys love the cards. I'm not a traditional tarot reader. I've been doing this for 8 years on YouTube, and it still works because that's the way it works. You guys are going to do the same thing. The mental low vibration, you're going to have to move through it, because I do feel for Aries, you are going to see the dreams. Like I said, I don't know if I told you, but it's like, it's in the potatoes, okay? And I woke up going, oh, and I remember seeing potatoes. Now, I wrote about what happened on my Substack. All right, join me on my Substack, read the article. This will help you because there's going to be a lot of things coming through in Aries dreams, actual dreams. It could be daydreams, but I feel it's more while you're sleeping. But you're going to have this boof, right there. That is going to lead to your empowerment. That is absolutely going to pull you forward. So I hope that helps, and I look forward to reading your comments. Much love. All right, on to Pisces. Pisces, this Mercury in retrograde, I feel, is opening up the door to somebody that you wanted to be involved with that never got off. It didn't come together. There was something that pulled you apart. Maybe they were in a relationship or vice versa. But there is a communication I see coming in for Pisces for somebody that you already know. This is nobody that hurt you. No, nobody that hurt you. This is somebody you may have met them going, oh, wow, I wonder if they're single. Okay. Or I wonder if we could go out. Or you went out on one date and then they moved and you never saw them. Now, you will probably automatically say, I will never go out with anybody from my past. That's not always a good way to look at it. Depends on who the person is. This is somebody returning with good vibration, somebody healthy for you. This is a different scenario. That's why this Mercury in retrograde is different for Pisces. So keep that in mind. Now, I do feel some of you, especially if you're traveling, that could be traveling across town to the grocery store. You're going to a mall that's, 20 miles away. That card flew. It flew away with my energy. Two of Swords and not knowing what to do. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is going to be, how do I feel my way through this? And I feel this is for those of you who have been feeling isolated and alone. This dream is really going to wake you up. The moon, the moon and the water represent the emotional body. And that's where a dream state is. You're going to have to use your intuition and not necessarily speak it. Telepathic communication. I feel some of you are going to hear messages, people talking to you in your dreams. You're not going crazy. You already know that because you're highly intuitive. You are a Zodiac sign that already knows what's going on. Pisces can read people so great, but the problem is that relationships fail because of both sides. I'm not going to pin it on Pisces or the other side. But this one is going to be very different. This dream is going to be different. The emotions are opening, and there's a clearing of the emotions around Pisces. The heart, your heart chakra, your heart space is opening up and allowing this beautiful energy to come in. Now, it may not even be a romantic relationship. This may be somebody who said, hey, Pisces, we should create this business, and nothing ever happened. Poof, they were gone. They probably got sucked into their own spiritual awakening, their own journey, and they were gone because we cut everybody off when we go through this journey, right? And then we get angry, and then we cry, and then we go through all these different stages. I've been doing this a long time, so I totally understand the journey. But through this, there's this remembrance. And for a lot of you, the remembrance is going to be a person that made you feel like a master of your own life. And this is going to be very powerful energy, because this person may have been the first person that said, Pisces, you really are incredible. I see something in you that nobody else ever saw. And then they were gone. And then they're coming in. So whether it is a message from them, a telepathic message, you're going to remember them. Just listening to this video, you're probably going to be doing your dishes and then, oh, I know who she's talking about. Boof, there it is. That's the power of this energy right now that's coming in for Pisces. Now, the negative side of this, I feel for a lot of you, it's going to be a little frightening, a little fearful. You definitely have the Five of Swords, all right? A lot of internal conflict, the one-upmanship, feeling as though you've been, I'm hearing the word abandoned for some of you. Like I said, this person, even if it wasn't romance, it could be, but there was that poof, they're gone. And that's why I say sometimes we just want to say never, 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 never. But I feel in your reading, what I'm seeing, the vision I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, the message, they went through their own journey. So they cut you off because they had to. We isolate from everybody. It's like, I have seen so much bad stuff. I don't want to be around anybody right now. I got to work on me. And I feel that's what this person did, regardless of how long it's been. The Five of Swords energy is going to turn into the Six of Swords energy at the end of Mercury in retrograde. So if you've got arguments going on around you, and you will, I'm sure there'll be chaos. There's going to be a lot of things. Be limited on how much social media you watch, how much time you spend scrolling. If it's negative, move past it, whatever you consider negative. Because what we see as negative could be very different, right? So whatever you think is not resonating with you, move right past it, because it's important for you to keep your vibration high throughout this specific time right now. And you can always return to it later, but this is about keeping your vibes above this. Five is change. You're on a teeter-totter, okay, through the next 5 weeks. It may feel like a teeter-totter. Is that how you call it, a teeter-totter? Tell me yes in the comments if that's how you do it. But where you feel like, am I going to go this way? Oh, I'm going to go up this way. Wait, I'm going to go. And it's up and down, up and down. But it's going to balance out, and it moves into the Six of Swords, where you feel like life is finally smoothing out, and that's what's coming. It's really going to affect your communication and your, I'm hearing internet. Okay, so your electronics for sure. All right, you guys, I look forward to your comments. Much love.